Oh, it's time for the one I've been looking forward to. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our Crash Bandicoot N.Sane Trilogy Let's Play. And it's time. It is time to play the one that I love the most. The game that I first got, the first ever time I owned a PlayStation. This was the game I was exposed to. Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. The original is what I have to thank for getting into video games. And if you had told me 20 years ago, you know what, you're going to be sat in your own house, on your own console, on your own PlayStation 4, in full HD, with a HD television, and you're going to be replaying Crash, it's going to be a remake, I'd have been like, well, I'd probably have been picking my nose and playing Pokemon too, but regardless, I'd have still been impressed. This game picks up pretty much, well, the cutscene takes place. You know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let the game talk for itself. Here we go.
Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Okay, before we go now, I just want to say, if you look closely at what Coco was watching on her laptop, it's really cool. Because she's watching a bit of Uncharted 4, where Nate and Elena are on the sofa playing Crash Bandicoot 1, the original. It's so meta that I don't know what to make of it, except thinking that it's absolutely awesome. So, of course, this is Crash Bandicoot. This is a level that you never revisit. You can't revisit again. And in the original, if you skip the cutscene, you actually don't get access to this level. But it's probably best that you try and do this level, just because it gets you an Akuaku, a couple of extra lives, and after the performance we had in Crash 1, you need lives. No, Crash 2 is a little bit easier. They kind of refined the gameplay in the original. It's still not like ridiculously easy. To me, it's like Crash 3 is really easy in comparison. Crash 3 is the easiest. This kind of strikes a nice balance between everything.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Okay, so this is the Crash Bandicoot 2 Warp Room. This is where Warp Rooms were kind of introduced. This became a staple of the series. And Crash 2 is what we have to thank for that. So, in this one, we have there's 5 different Warp Rooms. Actually, I think there's 6 if you count the secret one. And you move up and down between the levels because there's 5 levels in each. Unlike the first game, where you had to do each level progressively to move on to the next one, we have 5 levels that we can do in pretty much any order that we want to do. I will be going from Turtle Woods round to the right until Crash Dash. Here, though, this is where there's something very, very different. In the original game, this is where you saved the game. It was new for the Crash Bandicoot series because, as I've talked about in the colour orange, it wasn't possible to do that. Well, it was, but it was very difficult to save a game and kind of pointless when there was what's it called, a password system. In the original Crash 2, this is where you would come to save your game. It was kind of just like a little wall and a save load. They've got rid of that because, as you can see in the bottom, if you just press L2... Oh, now pressed R2. Left and right, Liam. You can save automatically wherever you are in the warp room. So it doesn't really matter. So they had to change it a little bit. So now, this is where you go to fight the boss. In the original games, the bosses would attack you, basically, as you progressed up to the next warp room. But now, they have their own little warp door that you need to unlock. The next major thing that I want to talk about before we do anything else is the progression of the game. Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash 1, Crash 2, and Crash 3, they all have two different endings. There's the 100% ending, and then there's the not 100% ending. It's quite simple. With Crash 1, the not 100% ending was the canon ending, as you saw with the opening cutscene of Crash 2. It literally jumped straight off from the ending of Crash 1. Crash 2 is not the same. You have to get 100% to... Well, I say 100%. You have to get all the gems as well as all the crystals in order to get the true story ending. So, with that in mind, we will be trying to get all the gems. However, I will not be getting them all on my first go, because some of them we need to come back to. I will be trying to get them if I can, but they will not be my top priority. The crystals, the purple crystals, will be my top priority. But we will come back and get the gems when we need to, which will be towards the end of the main game. But we may as well start off with Turtle Woods. So, like I said, we're going to try and get all the gems as we go along, but I'm not going to be backtracking to get any. I will do that towards the end of the game. But we're going to try and get the blue gem, Turtle Woods. The first level of the game has the blue gem. But how do you get it? It's simple. You miss all the boxes on purpose. Don't break a single box and you'll get the blue gem. For me, I really like Crash Bandicoot 2. For me, personally, it's my favourite. I know there's a slight bias, because like I said at the beginning, it's the first game that I ever kind of got myself exposed to. So obviously I'm going to be more interested in this one than even Warped, which some people would say is the best of the trilogy. And I can see what they mean, but for me, Crash 2 is the best, and I find it the most fun to play as well. I think it strikes an awesome balance between having secrets but not being overly difficult. Like, there's some secrets here that you'll never get. Like, I would never have thought to not break any boxes in order to get the blue gem. But it kind of, to me, strikes a balance, because that's the thing that made the game stick out in my head. The amount of secrets it had. All the different things you had to do, and different things that you could do. But that's the end of Turtle Woods, and there's the blue gem. Look at that straight away. We didn't get a single coloured gem in Crash 1. In this one, we've got one straight away.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
So now we're going to go on to Snow Go. So as you can probably tell, this is the first game in the series to introduce the purple crystals. Something that Crash just could not stop fucking collecting. Throughout even to Twinsanity, he just couldn't stop collecting these purple crystals. And I don't understand why. They're supposed to be quite rare, so I don't know why he keeps finding them. But no, this is Snow. Now, what is awesome about Crash 1 in my... Crash 2, sorry. What is awesome about Crash 2 in my opinion is just kind of how it's a globe-trotting one. you know, you get all these different environments. Now, I mean, I liked Crash 1. It went from jungle to temples to machinery and castles. But in this one, you've got the snow. Oh, and you've got the crouching. Oh, which helps you to get even higher jumps, which is desperately needed. Although the snow and the ice can go fuck itself. I hate this. It's best to slide to try and get where you want to go, because otherwise it's just a kind of a bitch. Come on, just jump on the TNT, Crash. That was close. Don't do what I just did, kids. That's a bad move. Why is this? There you go, Crash. Thank you. Okay, so we can hit all the boxes for this one. Now the red gem we can't get in this one. We need to actually unlock the secret entrance to it, which I can't remember how we do it. I will remember when we get to the point. You'll see it above us in a bit, but you need to unlock a secret entrance, which is how... Oh, well, that was a fucking dumb move, Liam. There you go. Oh, oh god. There you go. Whoop. So the red gem is up there. You can't see it from here. You can there you go. You can see it there. It was actually lower down in the original, but I think they've moved it because someone did discover a way to be able to get the red gem early without going through the secret entrance. So Vicarious Visions or Activision or whoever, I think it was yes, it was Vicarious Visions. They moved it forwards. There you go. Forward, they moved it up. I'm really not good at Let's Plays. Okay. The crouch jump, you need to master this new mechanic. There you go. Okay, so... Oh, Jesus, Crash. The slide and jump, and also the crouch and jump, are things you're going to have to master. You can finish the game's main story to get up to Cortex fairly easily without ever using it. I think you need to use it a few times. But in order to get all the gems, it's something you have to master. Because it makes you jump higher and further. So... for me, it kind of just becomes second nature to kind of do it with every single jump. I know for speedrunners, they tend to use this slide and spin quite a lot. There we go. Oh, yes. There you go. Look at that. Like that. Apparently, that's you move quicker that way. Okay. And then we hit that. You see, I even remember this game, and it's not because I've already played this remaster a little bit, and I'm definitely not up to warps yet. Definitely not. There we go. Well, at least we get the crystal. Well, we got the crystal, but we get the clear gem. We'll have to come back to get the red gem.
You are helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
So yeah, there's 42 gems, almost double the amount from crystals. But as you can already see on the left-hand side of each portal, some levels have more than one gem, like Hang 8. Now, why does Brio hate Cortex? To be fair, it was never really explained in the original game. See, you just do that, it just becomes second nature after a while. There you go, like that. Oh shit! Why did I do that? Fuck's sake, I'm a rookie. I tried to show off and then I fucked myself over by doing a rookie mistake. I should have just done what I did previously, but I was too busy being a dickhead. There you go. Just do that. Like that. There you go. Oh, look at that. Okay, now if I... So we just now, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, a timer has popped up. We kind of just need to get to the end of the level. Literally, we need to get to the end of the level now. In order to get the gem. So we've just got to rush. So we have 30 seconds. May as well hit the checkpoint. Go, 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 go. Come on, quick. We'll have to come back for the gems another time. Oh, God. 18 seconds. We're going to do it. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Ah, oh, we did it. Sorry that we plowed through that level a bit quick. But we had to get the gem.
Crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
When I was a kid, I didn't understand what the timer was for. It wasn't until I got older. I thought it was like, I don't know, I just never understood that you had to race to the end of the level in order to get that other gem. I never realised. But this is the pits. Which is kind of like Turtle Woods, I believe, but more pits. Hence why it's called the pits. Here we go. Okay. Glowing turtle. Now, what's different from my observation compared to the original is that this takes place at sunset or dawn. Well, I don't know how I caused that fucking thing. That was embarrassing. In the original, it all took place in the day. It was all the same time. Or at least same time of day. Oh, what? Come on! Oh, they have metal beaks. Yeah, that was never in the original. Nope. Thank you. Give me that. Give me that aku, motherfucker. Nope. Okay. So, I am going to try and get the gems on this one. This one's a little more complicated to do because it's the good old classic Crash Bandicoot split path. That wasn't fair, game! That wasn't fair. I attest to that. Hang on. Right, so we may as well grab that. So, obviously the body slam, as you can see, that's new to Crash 2. It comes in mighty handy. So let's go this way. So, we actually have to go both ways in order to get the gem on this one. Which sucks a little bit, because it's a bit difficult to see where you're going in these games. I think that's kind of the point, though. There's also that, the exclamation point. That unlocks boxes. That makes boxes appear in the other pathway. Oh yes, look at that! Oh, I feel like a champ again after being emasculated by the game with the fucking bird. Oh, I hate doing this, because if you fuck up, you have to basically start all the way from the beginning again. Well, not from the beginning, obviously, I hit a checkpoint, but I have to start from that specific checkpoint. Let's Conor McGregor it! Oh, and the bird just appears. Okay, well, let's get those lives, because we need them. Here we go. I hear something. Oh, God! No. Oh, double working of teams. That didn't make sense. Fuck off. Get out of the way. No. No, turtles. Bad turtles. Stop being all murdery-like. There you go. I don't know. Oh, there we go. So we got a checkpoint. So we'll start off there if anything bad happens. Which, with it being my luck and doing a Let's Play, that's exactly going to be what happens. And I can't English and play at the same time. My English bad. I English awful! Fuck me sideways and call me Julie. Don't call me Julie. No offense to anyone who is actually called Julie, but I can't imagine I would make a good Julie. Why am I even talking like this? Yeah, you see, Crash, the slide and spin thing doesn't work for me. He just fucking stays down. My Crash is lazy. Either that or I'm doing it wrong. Luckily, I'm not a speedrunner. That was a... You know what? I'm not going to question that. I'm not going to question that game. Get this, get it. Yes! Oh, that felt good. It's fine, it's fine. Now, in the original game, I couldn't make out what they were. Obviously, they're golfers, but in the original game, they didn't look like golfers. They looked like... I don't know. I don't know how to describe how they looked. Oh, well, that didn't quite work the way it was meant to. Right, there you go. So, new to the game are... Obviously, we've seen Nitros. I'm sure everybody knows a Nitro Kart. A Nitro Kart, that's a video game that they did, Liam. A Nitro Box, which are green, and they kind of act the same as TNTs, but they explode immediately if you even touch them. Whereas the TNTs at least give you the countdown. Sorry, I was counting along with that in my head. But of course we have the steel crates, which you have to body slam on in order to get broken. Okay, there we go. Get the crash head. Come on, get the life, get the life. Did I miss stuff? I feel like I've missed something. You know what? Fuck it. I can't do it now. If we've missed the gem, we've missed the gem. We'll have to come back to it at the end of the game. Never mind if that's the case. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. Have faith, everybody. There you go. Oh, I took out 2 in a row. In a row at the same go. Go. Get out of my face. Go. Let's do this. Body slam! I got him! It's fine. It still worked. No! No! Eat my turds. Oh, there we go. Okay, did we get it? You! No! What did I miss? Oh, for fuck's sake, Liam, you dickhead. What did I miss? I think I missed something. So much for getting the fucking gem. It's alright. It's going to be easy enough. I'm sure I know what... I'll remember what I've done. So, we're on to Crash Dash. Not to be confused with that awful party game called Crash Bash. Which, I don't know... Look, you know what? If you like Crash Bash, that's up to you. It's not my thing. I found it really fucking disappointing. But I did a video explaining why why I'm excited for Crash N.Sane Trilogy. There you go. So, welcome to Crash Dash. These kind of levels are kind of like the Boulder Dash levels in the original game. The main difference, this one happens in the snow instead of the jungle. But the same premise. You get chased by a giant fucking ball. There's also electric fences and these bomb things that will cause you to jump really high in the air and then land flat on your ass and not move for about 2 seconds. Which doesn't sound like a very long time, but when you've got a giant fucking ball chasing you, it's a very long time indeed. Yeah, no, it doesn't go down that one. Sometimes they fall down those holes if they're long enough. The wooden panels, yeah, like this one. It's too long a path and it's just going to fall. It can't keep the momentum, so we're fine. We can just do that. Boom, hello. So we may as well go and get some extra lives. Because I think we need it. So obviously this is inspired by the bonus stages of the first Crash game. It's not exactly the same, but it just is inspired by it. It kind of looks similar. There you go. Look at that. It's me. I don't need this shit. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! No! Fuck! I panicked! Well, let's try that again. Why do I sound like an old man when I make jumps? There you go. Okay. Note to self, don't do something impressive. 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? No! Don't do that to me, game! Did I miscount? Or was that like more than 5? They're usually only 5. I hope I didn't miscount. So you have those speed boosters on the floor as well. And more holes to fall down. Yeah, these things. These fucking things. These things can fuck off. Well, I missed that speed boost. Oh, no! 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 Go down the hole. No, don't go down the hole then. I can't get the knife. Oh, Jesus! You know what? Fuck it! Oh, it's fine. I still got the gem. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're fine. We're great. We're grand. We're good. Don't sweat it. I didn't. Fucking cool as a cucumber.